The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Van Basten becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Tries to play it through. Conte. And that's a danger. It's Van Basten! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's a cute ball. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Oh, they can break here. Dink through. Shot could be on. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. And he's straight offside. Raul. Oh, it's Van Basten. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Lukaku. Pass is just off target. Danger averted for now. He's had it taken off him. And he's intervened well there. Valverde. Lukaku. Oh, good take in a good area. Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Lukaku.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Szoboszlai. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Hakimi. Makaleli, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And this is Lukaku. Good ball, good take. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. Approaching the half-hour mark. Back into the middle. Valverde. And he cuts out the supply. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Van Basten. It's run loose here. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that...
And he shoots! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Might be danger here. In with the challenge.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Van Basten. Played into space, and he's cut it out. Chouameni. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Kante. Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. Raul. Lukaku. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's onside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. They get a throw in. Schlotterbeck. Passing is crisp and sharp. Raul. And it's made its way to him. And the pass is intercepted. Now, try to... Manchester United have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Lukaku. He's a sharp little ball here. Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. And here's Raul. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. This to complete the turnaround. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Raul. That pass has been well intercepted. Threads one in. And he's managed to get free. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, very much a player of the moment. It's Van Basten! Fantastic from Van Basten! About as smooth as it gets. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He can take with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That's good play. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against him. Mbappe! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Ball on the spot. Can he? He has missed it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Conte. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Valverde. That is good alertness. And that's put paid to a promising move. Valverde. Raul. Griezmann.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Gonzalo Inacio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he plays one through. Hakimi. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Back when it goes. And the ball's come loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Kante, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Soboslai. Well read, nice interception. Marquinhos, and that's going right the way across. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Raul. Nicely aimed pass. Soboslai. Now it's Van Basten. Well, played right into his path. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 16, Rafinha. Number 7, Raul. Number 8.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope. Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Mbappe. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Puskas. Ruben Dias. Ribéry. And here's Batistuta. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. Rice. De Bruyne. Rodri cuts out the pass.
That's going in strongly.
Schlotterbeck concedes a free kick for that. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
De Bruyne with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Batistuta. Threads one in. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Julie has it out wide, and well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Zé Roberto looking to play it into the box. And he's had a hit! Now it's Mbappe. McAllister, he can run onto that. And he's running through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. De Bruyne. And it's Hazard. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe gets through on his own. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Puskas. Oh, it's Chance, surely! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine... He rises! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. This looks promising. Floated through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Julie.
Well, they can break here. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Great vision. Julie delivers. Climbs up big. It's bounced back off the post. And that is doing no harm at all.
Bellingham clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Could be danger here. Now it's Batistuta. He's away. Shoots! Azar. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Terrific header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Looking for options, for movement. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's De Bruyne. Batistuta. Julie. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out. McAllister. Now it's Puskas. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's in a great position here.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. And there is the half-time whistle. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. And that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? Oh, good-looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. And Puskas! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Bellingham. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Oh, smashing header! He's scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Puskas, now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe. Mbappe. That has been cut short. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Puskas. Hazard. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Batistuta. Hakimi. Puskas. De Bruyne. Oh, that's clever. Rodri. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. And it's been played through. Just the goalkeeper. He's had a shot! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. Oh, they could be caught out here! Now it's Mbappe. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. That pass has been well intercepted.
Oh, really well played.
That's a shade optimistic. Hazard. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's only too happy to take... And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
Chance for a shot! He has done it! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Mbappe. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
DiMarco is behind this one.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
They're on! It's hit the crossbar. Valverde tries to clear.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area. Vinicius Junior! Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish of true class! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
There's the shot! He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Hazard. That has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Look at the space here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Mbappe, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always like